Oi, Regiane, tudo bem? Boa tarde, como é que você está? Tá no escritório, tá em casa, onde é que você está? Tá com o João? Grande João, ó, pronto, você entrou novamente. Eu acabei de te mandei um e-mail também, João, para poder você entrar, que você saiu, não foi? Perfeito. Isso, para eu respirar. O que é que tá pendente com o Pete? Certo. Estamos entrando em 6 minutos, não é isso? Se eu quiser. Deixa eu ver meu celular, por favor. Se eu quiser entrar apenas para poder ver, mas vou estar claro, né? Sem áudio aqui. É somente ir para o BrasilFest, não é isso? É.
Você pode ver pelo meu aqui.
Se eu quiser dar uma. E você vai olhar por onde?
Eu vou olhar pela página. Eu vou assistir pelo website.
Uhum. Eu estou aqui na página principal, por exemplo, né? Aonde é que vai aparecer live aqui?
Só um segundo. Eduardo, só um segundo. João, o Pete mudou o que ele está mandando o outro por e-mail. Beleza. O Eduardo, como é que chama? O YouTube já está recebendo o feed.
No YouTube, deixa eu ir lá, peraí.
Já está no YouTube, já está recebendo o feed.
Dá uma checada.
Eu já conferi, eu estou conferindo. Deixa eu ver aqui Ok, espera aí. Deixa eu ver aqui. Ok. Agora, BrasilFest não está live ainda, tá?
Não. No YouTube, não.
Não. YouTube? Não, eu estou falando do BrasilFest na página.
Da página de onde? Do YouTube? Você está falando do YouTube?
Página Facebook.
Eu estou também no Facebook e não está.
João,
aqui.
Facebook não está live. Tá, porque o Facebook está no automático. Ok.
O que é que está live agora? O que é que a gente pode ver que está saindo alguma coisa?
Espera aí. O BrasilFest. O BrasilFest está live, Eduardo.
No YouTube?
YouTube está live. Eu abri aqui, estou no YouTube.
Agora. Olha aqui, no meu celular ele aparece assim, hein? Onde é que eu clico para aparecer live?
Vai no BrasilFest, na página e está lá, live.
Eu estou nele.
Está lá nos vídeos. Vê lá que está dizendo, quando você entrar no canal, ele fala BrasilFest Virtual 2020, live now.
Peguei.
Ele está live com o flyer do Festal, isso.
Esse aqui também, né?
Peguei,
tá live.
Agora, o Pete...
2 minutos. Vamos estar pronto.
Agora, o Pete... Eduardo, Eduardo, você está com um delay aí, tem alguma coisa ligada ao dobro.
Não, é só o meu áudio mesmo. É só o meu áudio. O som do celular tá zero, tá on. É só o meu microfone mesmo aqui aberto.
Peraí. Ô, João. Tá dando algum delay aí, tem alguma coisa conectada. A minha voz está no delay.
Deve ser o seu microfone. Não, é só o meu áudio mesmo.
O Eduardo também tá dando delay.
Okay,
mas, João, tá dando delay, Isso.
Ok. Pode começar na hora que vocês quiserem, tá na hora.
BrasilFest is one of the most dynamic and colorful festivals in the Festal series. I hope you will enjoy learning more about this complex, multifaceted culture virtually at BrasilFest.
Hello, and welcome to BrasilFest, presented virtually today. Even though the festival is not in person, I want to acknowledge that Seattle Center, where BrasilFest is normally presented, is on indigenous land, the traditional territories of the Coast Salish people. This acknowledgement reminds us to strive for respectful partnerships with all people as we search for collective healing. BrasilFest is part of Seattle Center Festal, a series of 24 ethnic cultural festivals presented throughout the year by community organizations in partnership with Seattle Center. The Festal theme for 2020, Where Seattle Comes Together, highlights the pride people have when they come together to express themselves, where they can share their stories with the greater community, and where everyone can feel a sense of belonging. The region's Brazilian community truly comes together for BrasilFest each year. People of all ages and backgrounds work together to preserve the Brazilian culture. Festival organizers have redoubled their efforts this year, embraced the challenge of going online, and done some out-of-the-box thinking to put together this new format. BrasilFest is typically one of the most dynamic and colorful festivals in the Festal series, as I think you'll find this year. I hope you enjoy the music and learning more about this complex, multifaceted culture at BrasilFest. Thank you to the Brazil Center Board, Show Brazil Productions, and volunteers for putting together this virtual festival. Enjoy.
Queremos agradecer a todos os que trabalharam com muita dedicação para o nosso primeiro BrasilFest Virtual.
Thank you so much, community partners, volunteers,
and the Brazil Center Board of Directors for making BrasilFest 2020 a historical event in this challenging time. Bem-vindos ao BrasilFest Virtual. Born and organically raised in Brazil, Márcio has drank from wells of traditions and styles, from classical music to indigenous and Afro-Brazilian chants, passed through oral traditions. Some great names of Brazilian music such as Milton Nascimento, Daniela Mercury, Alcione, Zélia Ducan and Virginia Rodrigues had their concerts in the United States opened by Márcio Dallari. Vamos assistir agora, Márcio Dallari.
This is Márcio Dallari Ensemble live from Portland at Holland Halls for BrasilFest 2020 in Seattle. BrasilFest Virtual, the first one, and we are honored to be here. Hoje terra vai tremer, hoje terra vai tremer. Vulcão da Bahia é tambor de leaê, vulcão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. Hoje terra vai tremer, hoje terra vai tremer. Vulcão da Bahia é tambor de leaê, vulcão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. Vai tremer, vulcão da Bahia, tambor de leaê, vulcão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. Hoje terra vai tremer, hoje terra vai tremer, vulcão da Bahia, tambor de leaê, vulcão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. Pedra não segura mar, e segura mar é lua no agrado pra Iemanjá. Liberdade é um bairro que a alma quer visitar, até a boca limpa os pés na pista que for levar. Eu sou filho de preto brasileiro. Eu sou filho de preto brasileiro. Hoje terra vai tremer. Dois, três. You can feel what's coming your way. She's a force of nature, they say. You can feel what's coming your way. She's a force of nature, they say. But you already know what it is. You already know what it is. She didn't come play around, to fake around. She didn't come into this lifetime to play around, to fake around. Her life is full of purpose, her life is ceremonial. She will remain authentic, she won't give up her truth. That is what it takes to be unstoppable. I'll make it impossible for you not to see. That is what it takes to be unstoppable. I'll make it impossible for you not to hear that she is the force of nature. She is the one unstoppable. She will remain authentic. She'll always tell you the truth. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Dos, dos, três. Not so long ago, love was strong in us. Then one day, everything fell apart. We are done tonight to get together and try. And maybe walk again side by side. One source like this, staring at ghosts as we holler the moon and spit at the church. Have sex as we roll down the valley. Now we have this, stay or let go. The moon and the church and the streets are screaming, why just let it go? Not so long ago, this love was real. Why just let it go if we know it's attainable? Not so long ago, love was strong in us. Then one day, everything fell apart. We are done tonight to get together and try. And maybe walk again side by side. One source like this, staring at ghosts as we holler the moon and spit at the church. Have sex as we roll down the valley. Now we have this, stay or let go. The moon and the church and the streets are screaming, why just let it go? Not so long ago, this love was real. Why just let it go if we know it's attainable? o horror de todos que foram sangrados pelo amor da santa ou do orixá, ou da meninina de Oriximiná. Quanta ignorância pra justificar as atrocidades de um ayatolá, do padre, do bispo, babalorixá. Se contar quem mente, ninguém vai sobrar. Afinal de contas, sabe como é. Cria-se uma imagem, logo vem a fé. Pois o cão não corre se não tem a lebre. De quem vai apostar num animal sem fé? Um animal sem fé não pode ser usado, capitalizado ou manipulado, física ou mentalmente escravizado pelos que se dizem estar a seu lado. Os meus covardes que te açoitaram, de 500 outras formas também te roubaram, e hoje tem seus luxos e suas regalias, pagas com o teu salário, quem diria? Para polemizar, muito menos para dicotomizar. Luto por justiça e solidariedade em qualquer país, cidade ou sociedade. Luto contra o ódio e a intolerância que mata mulher, idoso e criança. Tua consciência grita se estás comigo, ou se vais ficar com teu mantelo antigo. Pelo amor de Deus, pelo amor de Deus. Que namora outra menina e mais um casal. Se eu gostasse de meninos, eu teria mais parceiros que o habitual. Sinto muito, boys, nada pessoal. Não pedi pra ser hétero, eu amo os meus amigos, nada sexual. Sou amigo dele e amante dela, tudo legal também. A verdade é que nos une, espaço pra ciúme não tem. Eu namoro, ela namora, mas ficamos também. Ela morde, beija, abraça, quebra a cama também. Ela é livre, não é menina, precisa de ninguém pra lhe chamar de seu. Não pertenço a ninguém, nem preciso de ninguém me chamando de seu. Que houver omissão é o fim. The end. Honestidade então. Pra mim, eu namoro uma menina que namora outra menina e mais um casal. Eu namoro. Se eu gostasse de meninos, eu teria mais parceiros que o habitual. Pergunta singular, religaram-me ao que havia de mais belo em mim. falou que há muito se perdeu. Redescoberta de meu próprio eu. Eu sou ela e todos em um só. O menino e a menina, o teu anjo protetor. Sim, sou ela e todos em um só. Teu anjo protetor. Tem um cara lá no Rio, filho da pátria mãe Brasil. O cara ensina percussão com muita imaginação. Here we go. Vem dar uma lição pra nós. Os amores, nossa voz. Vem dar uma lição pra nós. As tambores, nossa o cara ensina a meditar, pensar, sentir, depois tocar. Mostra ao Brasil e ao mundo inteiro que é o Brasil em fevereiro. Vem dar uma lição pra nós. Vem as tambores, nossa voz. Dar uma lição pra nós. As tambores, nossa voz. A tradição, mas também traz inovação. O cara pisa no terreiro, tambores tremem o mundo inteiro. Here we go! Vem dar uma lição pra nós. Vem dá as tambores, nossa voz. Vem dar uma lição pra nós. Beautiful. Good job, guys.
Boa tarde, daqui de Seattle. Uma boa tarde, gente daqui de todos os Estados Unidos. Boa noite do Brasil, ou feliz madrugada, onde quer que vocês estejam. This is our first BrasilFest Virtual. It was a very great opening with the swing of Márcio Dallari. Esse é o nosso primeiro festival virtual. No campo de comentários, você encontrará links para fazer a sua doação ao BrasilFest. Durante a nossa programação, você também pode escanear o QR Code com o seu celular para também fazer a sua doação. Precisamos muito dessa ajuda para que continuemos fazendo o nosso festival como temos feito há mais de 20 anos. In the comments field, you will find the links to make our donation to BrasilFest. During our programming, you can also find the QR code on your cell phone to make any kind of donation to your festival. We need your support, we need your help. So in this way, you can continue doing our festival as you have been done for 22 years. And now, different, because it's our very first BrasilFest Virtual. Caxambu, who is the next act?
Bem-vindos ao BrasilFest Virtual. The International Capoeira Angola Foundation was founded in 1995 by Mestre Cobra Mansa, Mestre Jurandir, and Mestre Valmir in order to cultivate, preserve, and grow the Afro-Brazilian martial art of Capoeira Angola. The Seattle branch of the International Capoeira Angola Foundation was established in 1997 by Mestre Jurandir with the support of a small group of dedicated students. Housed in the vibrant space of the Union Cultural Center, our mission is to connect and empower the Pacific Northwest community through Capoeira Angola and cultural arts. Vamos ver agora a Fundação Internacional de Capoeira Angola. Yeah!
My name is Matthew Ville. We are International Capoeira Angola Foundation. We're coming here to give you a big hug in the year 2020 in honor of BrasilFest. You know, Brazil Center, Eduardo Mendonça, Ana Paula, thank you for the invitation to be here. We honor Brazil Center. We honor BrasilFest. This happens sometimes. honor Brazil Center. We honor BrasilFest. We have been participating with BrasilFest for a long time, and I think that's your contribution for BrasilFest to be present as a part of the Afro-Brazilian culture, you know. And capoeira is a martial art, is a dance, is an Afro-Brazilian martial art, you know. It was the first black movement against oppression in Brazil, that's happened in Brazil, you know, is the seed, you know, of the African diaspora in Brazil. In the beginning of the 1600s, you know, capoeira came to Brazil with the slave trade from the countries from West Africa controlled by Portugal. And when the Africans arrived in Brazil, you know, that was the birth of capoeira, that they fight for freedom. They use the body to fight for freedom, using elements of the African culture, such as dance, such as martial art, you know, and music, you know, everything come inside their heart. And in Brazil, they use those elements, you know, to develop this beautiful, powerful, resistant, strongest dance, fight, a mix of both that today we know as capoeira. You when we practice capoeira Angola, you know, the capoeira, you know, that, you know, was starting in Brazil during this time. And for us, it's an honor follow the lineage of Mestre Pastinha, Mestre João Grande, João Pequeno, then Mestre Moraes. Then we have founding mestres, Mestres Cobra Mansa, Mestre Jurandir, and Mestre Valmir. You know, the lineage of the school of Mestre Pastinha that, you know, work, you know, together to keep this art alive, you know. And capoeira is a mix, you know, of dance and fight, you know. There is not choreography movement, you know, but it's also a way to bring people together and to build community, people with different ideas, different perspectives of life, you know. And we used to talk between us that people, when they come to capoeira, they come looking for something different, something that challenge themselves and make them think about a different view on the world outside here, you know. We became like activists in pro of a better world for all of us. Capoeira helped me, you know, Capoeira Angola helped me do that. You know, Capoeira helped me be a better person, you know. And I hope with that little moment with you, you know, we can inspire you to be, you know, do something different in these challenging times, the virtual times that we have now to share about your love. That is capoeira, you know. Capoeira is music, capoeira is movements, capoeira is history, capoeira is philosophy, you know, is songs, you know, that we sing, you send the messages, is understanding about your past, your connection, where we are, who are you, where we are, and where you're gonna go. Is honor the ancestrality, is honor the African diaspora and understanding where capoeira is coming from, you know, is honor the racial equity, how we can work towards that, you know, how we can promote, you know, a world with everybody feeling, you know, proud to be who we are, and how we can work with your brothers and your sisters, you know, to do a better growing in your community, how we can work your health, mental, physical, emotional. It's a lot for you describe for you in a few minutes. But the most important thing, capoeira for me, for us to celebrate life. Take your time to celebrate that you are alive, that you're breathing, that you're working for yourself, working for with somebody, not for with somebody, you know, to do something good for the community, you know. And sing, dance, play, challenge your body, challenge your friends. That's capoeira for us. That's why we are here to share a little bit about the movement and about the songs with my friends, my students, you know, my family. That's what's capoeira about for us. And let's take this time, you know, to stay home, protect yourself with the masks, live very close to each other. We have been playing capoeira for a long time because we respect the physical distance, not the social distance, and we supporting events like today. We supporting BrasilFest. It's an event that has been happening in Seattle for a long time, and we wish to next year we can be closer. We can be doing an in-person event and celebrate this day of Brazil, this day of remember how beautiful it is to be alive and how it's important we stop and celebrate life. Ok? Axé capoeira, axé Brasil, axé África, axé mundo. Vamos que vamos jogar capoeira. Let's go play capoeira. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. We try to do the best you can. But thank you, my friends, to be here. Sandra, Chelsea, Christopher, and Lika. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you. Viva BrasilFest!
Oi, sim, sim, sim. Oi, não, não, não. That was wonderful. We just saw the capoeira Angola with FICA, the Union Center. That's just beautiful. Capoeira is Brazilian martial arts disguised in the music and dance for freedom, for union, to connect people. Brazil Center is proud to have the 99% of MCs running this festival today, this virtual festival today, introducing all the acts today. Also, our board of directors, there is a lot of diversity on there. We are 90% immigrants and POC, and the 65% of the female leadership. Nós estamos aqui super felizes com a capoeira de Angola e também para demonstrar a nossa diversidade aqui no Brasil Center e no BrasilFest, composto de 99% do nosso board de diretores sendo os nossos MCs, eles estão apresentando todos os artistas. Nós também temos uma diversidade muito grande no board, que nós temos no nosso board de diretores, onde nós temos 90% de imigrantes e 65% de liderança feminina. É muito bonito isso, não é? E por falar em liderança e por falar em diversidade, a nossa próxima atração será apresentada pela nossa mais nova diretora do Brasil Center. And don't go away, because after this, we're going to be having Zoom dancing, cookie demonstration, Dr. Moses with Veja TV, Chorando na Chuva, Dance with Dora, Young People Panel, Show Brazil, the mayor addressing one more information for us, Tambor e Cordas, Brazilian Swag. A gente ainda tem um monte de coisa rolando. Vamos chamar agora a nossa Cláudia, que é a nossa uma das nossas novas diretoras do Brasil Center, para anunciar a nossa próxima atração.
Zoom 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 dancers Diana, Faunia and Sherry perform a samba rag space needle dance inspired by music from Eduardo Mendonça. Zoom 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 was formed by local Seattle dancers who dance samba and various dance styles from Brazil. Previous experience includes parades and festival dancing with Vamos Lá and Show Brasil. Assistam agora Zoom 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 dancers.
Play Let It Go. I heard songs from Salvador. I heard all of the rock below. Bahia. When that girl say hello. Hey, when I play Let It Go. I heard songs from Salvador. I heard all of the rock below. Bahia. Not even the girl can taste my emotion. What's my body emotion so happy? Not even the girl can taste my emotion. What's my body emotion so happy? I saw his face in the face with the laser delivery. That's somebody will be happy somebody here. I saw his face in the face with the laser
wow. Zoom, zoom, zoom dances, they are amazing. They are amazing. They surprised me. They surprised me because they recorded that on the main stage where Brazil Fest happened, or the main stage where for 22 years, the Brazil Fest has been there, right there at the Seattle Center. And they play my song, of course, but the first music that I wrote when I moved to the United States. And they also, even with the social distance, even with all the difficulties we have right now, there's a people texting us because they are right there at the Seattle Center, at the Muir Theater, sit down with the family doing the picnic, and they're watching Brazil Fest live. I want to say thanks so much, Alberto, Sutton, and family for being there, for texting us, and they say that you there at the Muir Theaters at the Seattle Center watching Brazil Fest. Gente, foi muito bonito ter visto essas meninas dançando, né? O Zoom 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 Dance é um grupo que acabou de formar e me fez uma grande surpresa fazendo a gravação delas no palco em que o Brasil Fest acontece. Esse é o palco principal, esse palco colorido atrás, elas dançando ali. E também é um brasileiro que está lá agora com a família, fazendo piquenique, claro, com toda a segurança possível dentro dessa pandemia, mas ele está ali com a família, no Seattle Center, agora, mandando texto para a gente, dizendo que ele está lá assistindo. Obrigado para vocês que estão aqui e que continuam com seu coração muito grande no Brasil. So now we are about time for eat something, right? So we already have music, we already have dancing. Maybe is a time to talk a little bit about the Brazilian food. I will not talk more about that, because I'm going to leave that for Marta. E aí, então, minha gente, agora vamos aprender como fazer alguma coisinha brasileira. Isso vocês já sabem fazer? Vamos nos lembrar um pouquinho sobre essa delícia brasileira que a nossa Marta vai agora apresentar.
Bem-vindos ao Brasil Fest Virtual! Now we have a cooking demonstration with Eliana Patterson. She found in Seattle a perfect place to share her passion for brigadeiros and other Brazilian delicacies. She lives in Washington for 3 years and has taken confectionery art courses to better offer her delicious and artisan sweet for everyone. She is going to teach how to prepare in your kitchen the traditional recipe of Brazilian brigadeiros. Vamos assistir agora como fazer brigadeiros com Eliana Patterson.
My name is Eliana Patterson and I'm the owner of Snaps Candy, a company specialized in brigadeiros. I'm living in Seattle for 3 years and I've been to Brazil Fest, the first as a visitor and the second as a vendor. Brazil Fest is for me an important way to celebrate our culture and reunite our people together. I'm happy to know that Seattle, under Seattle Center and Brazil Fest organization, offer every year a festival where I can gather with my community and celebrate our art, happiness, and delicious food with all of you. In my 3rd year of Brazil Fest, I had an honor to be invited for a cooking demonstration. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to prepare a traditional Brazilian dessert called brigadeiro. This dessert is very popular in birthday parties, weddings, or just when you are craving for some chocolate. For this recipe, you're gonna need 1 14-ounce skin of sweetened condensed milk, 4 teaspoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of butter, 100 grams of heavy cream, and sprinkles for decoration. Now I'm gonna add in this pan the condensed milk, cocoa powder, butter, and heavy cream. After put all the ingredients and mix everything until it's uniform, turn on the burn in a medium heat and don't stop stirring. Scrape the mixture from the sides of the pan so it doesn't stick or burn. When you see the brigadeiro bubbling, set the heat to medium-low and keep stirring. The mixture will turn thicker and the volume will reduce. The brigadeiro will be ready when it reaches 201 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have a thermometer, the trick is when the dough slides free from the bottom of the pan. Put the brigadeiro on a plate. It could be ceramic or glass plate. Cover with plastic food wrap and let it sit for about 1 hour. Spread a little bit of cooking spray in your hand. Scoop some dough, roll in your hand to mold the brigadeiro. Roll the brigadeiro in the sprinkle until everything is covered. Place the brigadeiro in a mini baking cup. Now that you have the original recipe, you can be creative and have your own recipe of brigadeiros. I hope you liked the cooking demonstration. Make this recipe and have a little sweet from Brazil in your own kitchen during the BrasilFest.
As a public service, I will be interviewing Moisés Apsan, a Brazilian lawyer who immigrated from Brazil in 1995. He was president of the Federal Bar Association New Jersey from 1997 to 2002, coordinator of the annual immigration seminar. He's a member of the American Immigration Lawyers Association. He graduated with honors from New York Law School, and he was a member of the editorial board of the New York Law School. The next segment will be in Portuguese to inform our Brazilian community about immigration issues. Do not go anywhere, because in just 20 minutes or less, we will be continuing with the BrasilFest Virtual musical program. O Dr. Moisés Apsan é um advogado que emigrou do Brasil em 1955. Ele foi presidente da Ordem Federal dos Advogados em New Jersey de 1997 a 2002. Coordenador do Seminário Anual de Imigração, é membro da Associação Americana dos Advogados de Imigração. Se formou com honras em New York Law School e foi membro da junta editorial da New York Law School. Dr. Moisés é licenciado em todos os tribunais federais e estaduais de Nova York e Nova Jersey, no terceiro Tribunal de Apelação dos Estados Unidos e nos tribunais de imigração em todos os 50 estados. O advogado Moisés Apsan participa como especialista de imigração semanalmente de um programa de televisão ao vivo sobre as leis de imigração dos Estados Unidos, no canal SIC, que é transmitido online no site vejatv.com. Dr. Moisés oferece palestras regularmente sobre as tendências das leis de imigração dos Estados Unidos. Dr. Moisés, seja bem-vindo ao BrasilFest Virtual. Quais são as opções disponíveis E qual seria o processo para quem se casa com um cidadão americano ou portador de um green card e tendo entrado no país legalmente, como turista?
Eduardo, obrigado por esse convite. É muito importante para ter esses festivais nos Estados Unidos, para nós não esquecer nossa cultura. Mais uma vez, obrigado por tudo. Esses casos são o caso normal das pessoas que entram aqui e depois casam. Depende de quem eles casam. Agora, se eles casam com um americano e entrou legal, ele faz um processo que chama Adjustment of Status. Isso demora de 6 meses até 1 ano, depende em que estado eles estão. O outro jeito é se a pessoa casa com uma pessoa portador do Green Card. Esse é muito diferente, porque pode fazer isso, mas no fim, quando é tempo para receber o Green Card, não pode receber aqui dentro dos Estados Unidos se a pessoa já está ilegal. Então, nesses casos, as pessoas têm que voltar para seu país. E o problema com isso é, quando volta para seu país para conseguir o Green Card, o consulado vai falar, você ficou ilegal no país mais de 1 ano. E nesses casos, você tem um castigo de 10 anos. Você não pode voltar para os Estados Unidos por 10 anos. Agora, existe um perdão que chama 601A. Esses perdões é feito provando que o americano ou residente legal vai sofrer extremamente se o perdão não é aprovado. Então, casos que vamos falar que já tem uma criança aqui, pode mostrar que vai sofrer. Casos que a esposa ou a esposa está um pouco doente, tem problemas físicos, psicológicos, pode conseguir o perdão. Nosso escritório faz 1000 perdões por ano e normalmente eles são aprovados.
Quais são as opções para pessoas que entram no país ilegalmente pela fronteira?
Essa é uma pergunta bem complicada, porque se eles entram sem problema e depois, no futuro, eles casam com um americano, residente legal, ou tem mãe ou pai que é portador do Green Card, eles podem fazer um processo que demora mais ou menos 1 ano e meio, e durante esse processo tem que aplicar para o perdão 601A, por fato que a pessoa viveu ilegal no país. Agora, se a imigração pega a pessoa na entrada, então nós temos que falar de defesas de deportação. E tem muitas defesas. Uma é se você casa com americana, ou residente legal. Ou você está aqui 10 anos ou mais quando eles pegam você. Quem sabe se você estava aqui 15 anos, saiu por um dia e voltou. Pegaram você. Aí você tem direito da lei de 10 anos. Na lei de 10 anos você tem que provar que você está aqui 10 anos ou mais. Se a pessoa de caráter moral boa, não cometeu nenhum crime. E se você não recebe o Green Card, os membros da sua família, que são residente legal ou cidadão americano, vai sofrer extremamente. Essas são a maioria das defesas que tem. Agora, nós temos outras defesas, mas essa é para um outro dia.
Como está a situação atualmente para estrangeiros fora do país que têm uma oferta de emprego de uma companhia americana?
Isso nós chamamos o contrato de trabalho. As pessoas que estão fora do país precisam de uma oferta de trabalho. Então, o patrão tem que oferecer trabalho para essa pessoa. Agora, tem trabalhos que são de mãos de obra e outros que não são, que são muito simples, como uma doméstica. Não tem que estudar muito para ser doméstica. Então, são 2 diferentes níveis. E também tem o Green Card através do profissional que graduou a universidade. O processo é quase igual para todos. A primeira parte do processo, nós temos que provar que não existe um americano que pode fazer esse trabalho. Então, se o processo é para uma doméstica, nós temos que pôr um anúncio no jornal, esperar um tempo para provar para o Departamento de Trabalho que não tem um americano que está respondendo para isso. Então, isso nós temos que fazer primeiro. Depois que nós tem feito isso, nós manda todas as provas para o Departamento de Trabalho e eles mandam de volta para nós um Labor Certification. Eles aprovam, falando que tá bom, não tem americano para fazer esse trabalho. Agora, depois disso, você tem que fazer o que chama I-140, I-140. Nesse processo, você tem que provar que a companhia americana tem o dinheiro para pagar a oferta de trabalho. Mas sempre tem que tomar cuidado com isso. Porque você tem que provar que no ano que você começou o caso, você tinha o dinheiro. E isso é, às vezes, problemático. Se eles pagam você, e você está recebendo um cheque igual ou mais alto o pagamento do que eles determinaram que precisa ganhar isso para não afetar os trabalhadores americanos, então isso é suficiente. Se eles não têm documentos assim, vai ter que mostrar imposto de renda do negócio e contas no banco para mostrar que tem dinheiro.
O que acontece se a imigração apreender alguém que ficou no país ilegalmente por 15 anos, por exemplo, e tem família e filhos aqui?
Isso vai depender muito quem é a família e quanto tempo a pessoa está nos Estados Unidos. Vamos falar que tem crianças nascidas aqui, e a maioria dos casos são assim, e eles estão 10 anos ou mais aqui, eles têm direito de aplicar para a lei de 10 anos, chama Cancellation of Removal. Nessa lei, o advogado tem que provar que a pessoa está aqui 10 anos ou mais, tem caráter moral bom, não foi na cadeia, não fez uma coisa irregular, e que a pessoa de caráter moral bom. E depois que prova isso, que é difícil, mas o mais difícil é a terceira parte, que tem que provar que o americano ou americana, que pode ser normalmente um filho ou filha, vai sofrer extremamente se você é deportado. E isso, tem vezes, é problemático. Se a criança é muito pequena, você vai perder o caso, mas se a criança tem uma doença, se a criança tem problemas para aprender, aí você pode ganhar o caso. Então, esse é um caminho que é uma defesa muito importante.
Recentemente, houve um substancial aumento nas taxas de petições de visto. Por exemplo, um pedido de naturalização passou de $640 para $1.160. Antigamente, pedido de asilo que era gratuito, agora passa a custar $50. Trazendo os Estados Unidos junto à Austrália, Fuji e Irã, que eram os únicos países do mundo que cobravam taxas para esse tipo de visto. As autoridades americanas fazem algum tipo de plano de pagamento para aqueles que não podem pagar essas novas tarifas?
Não, você tem que pagar a tarifa. Tem um processo, você pode pedir para te dar uma opção para não pagar, mas isso é muito difícil. Normalmente você tem que pagar a tarifa. E sempre foi difícil para as pessoas. Só que nos últimos anos, por causa da economia, eles querem ganhar mais dinheiro com todo mundo que dá entrada no processo com imigração. Agora, como você está aplicando para a cidadania americana, hoje você tem que pagar uma taxa de $375, mais ou menos assim. 5 anos atrás, era só $75. É uma grande diferença, mas sim, tudo aumenta com imigração e não vai parar de aumentar.
Dr. Moisés, muito obrigado pela sua participação no BrasilFest Virtual e, por favor, deixe aqui as suas dicas finais para todos nós nesse período atual em que nós estamos vivendo.
Eu quero agradecer ao povo para sentar aqui comigo e escutar tudo que eu estou falando. E boa sorte para todo mundo e vamos rezar que no próximo ano nós temos um novo presidente e eles vão aprovar uma anistia que esse país precisa. Até a próxima.
Thanks, Dr. Moses, for your amazing support informing our Brazilian community how the immigration laws are right now, what we can do to navigate better in this situation. I want to say thank you so much for every single one. We are not done yet. Please don't go away, because still have many musicians and dancers and the workshops coming by. But I want to take this opportunity to thank you so much for all the volunteers, for the donors, for the board of directors, for the partners organizations, especially for Veja TV, or Regiane Porto, Ana Paula Mendonça, Márcio Pacheco, João Viana, for this working front line to make this happen, single details and working together for more than a month to make that happen. I just want to say thanks so much from here, from Seattle, this place where people say that rains a lot, right? But it's not true, because right now it's about like 90 degrees, the sunshine, and yeah, and we're gonna be call our next act connected with what people think about what Seattle is, connecting Seattle with Brazil. Gente, muito obrigado por tudo. Nós não estamos terminando ainda. Eu só quero dizer muito obrigado a todos vocês que estão aqui nos olhando. Muito obrigado, Dr. Moisés, pelo seu brilhante trabalho de checar com a nossa comunidade brasileira qual é a nossa realidade hoje em dia. Quero agradecer aos voluntários, aos nossos doadores, ao pessoal da nossa diretoria, às nossas organizações artísticas que nos ajudam, e um especial agradecimento à Veja TV, que fez com que isso realmente acontecesse, junto com a liderança de Regiane Porto, João Viana, e também Ana Paula Mendonça e Márcio Pacheco, que todos juntos, fizeram com que isso se tornasse realidade. E agora eu quero chamar o nosso Márcio Pacheco para que ele nos diga quem é o nosso próximo segmento. Márcio, who's coming next?
Bem-vindos ao BrasilFest Virtual. Welcome to BrasilFest Virtual. Chorando na Chuva. Formerly known as Choro Tocando, Chorando na Chuva, Crying in the Rain, likes that the new name suits the Seattle weather. Chorando na Chuva digs deep into the roots of Brazilian music, expressively playing and singing classic choro tunes like no one else. They pour decades of musical exploration and travel to Brazil into their upbeat interpretations of this style that blends African rhythm and European forms. Vamos assistir agora Chorando na Chuva.
Welcome from Chorando na Chuva. We hope you're enjoying this virtual version of BrasilFest and that you're safe in your bubble, and as we are in ours. Today we'd like to share a special aspect of Brazilian choro. Not very much done. It's choro with singing, and we're starting with Doce de Coco, which is a well-known, well-loved piece by Jaco de Bandolim, and he commissioned the lyrics from João Pacifico, which reflect the sweet sound of the music. feliz. Vem, meu amor, meu grande amor, mata-me até seja louco. Adoce minha boca, me beije, meu doce Chico. Vem, meu amor. We're so happy to be here recording this for BrasilFest so that you can see the music. This next tune is another first for Virtual BrasilFest. Soda Sound has not been recorded. It's by Pixinguinha and thought to be his last song, and the words are by a friend of his at the musicians' retirement home where they lived. It's also an homage to Pixinguinha, the man known as the father of both choro and samba.
Era tarde de sol, rodeada de amigos, seu Sandro, flauta e violões. Em sua cadeira sentado, sob a sombra de botiquim. Todos em sua homenagem brindavam os copos e bexiga também o seio. Foi nesse momento, enfim, que ele pegou a caneta e numa pauta escreveu. Logo depois me pediu pra tocar esta canção que acaba de ouvir. Tudo era grande emoção ao ver nascer do poeta mais uma canção. Ao ver nascer do poeta mais uma canção. Ao ver nascer do poeta mais uma canção.
This next song has something special to it. Songs generally have two parts, an A and a B, a verse and a chorus or a bridge. Choro's form, traditionally though, is three parts arranged in a rondo form. The songwriting team here made the most of it and extended the story through all three parts. Sonhando só com você, amor, num grande anseio fico meditar. Meu sonho concretizar com a dor, no paraíso feito à beira-mar. Sonhando só com você, As minhas noites todas têm luar tão sutis que eu feliz jamais quiser acordar. Na luz do seu olhar, inspiração, seu beijo me afagar o coração, seus lábios a fluir, meu Deus, que amor. Você parece uma flor. Eu quis ficar assim a delirar, da noite veio a fim a orvalhar. Meu sonho se acabou, então sofri, só porque não mais o vi. Sonhando só com você, amor, num cantinho eu fico meditar. Meu sonho é concretizar motor num paraíso feito a beira-mar. Sonhando só com você, amor, as minhas noites todas têm luar tão sutis que eu feliz jamais quiser acordar. Agora não tenho alegria se vejo de dia a realidade. Sozinho me laço, não tem um pouco de felicidade. Quero fazer que este sonho mais breve possível tenha de chegar ao fim, para ter só você sempre juntinho de mim. Sonhando só com você, amor, num grande anseio eu fico meditar. Meu sonho concretizar motor num paraíso feito à beira-mar. Sonhando só com você, amor, as minhas noites todas têm luar tão sutis que eu feliz sempre quiser acordar, sempre quiser acordar. Our last tune is upbeat and fits well with the celebration of Brazilian music and culture that is BrasilFest. Composer Abel Ferreira came out of the choro's heyday and was still performing in the 1970s. Though by that time, choro was virtually forgotten in popular music. But it was rediscovered by a group of younger players at the Café Savaca de Cobra, and Abel helped them to continue the tradition. So this tune is his celebration of that revival.
Oi, gente. Meu nome é Regiane, sou apresentadora oficial do canal Veja TV em Nova York. Também tenho um canal no YouTube e estou muito contente em participar desse lindo evento. Em nome da nossa equipe do Veja TV e também de toda a comunidade brasileira da Flórida, Nova York e New Jersey, parabenizo a todos vocês pela linda iniciativa. Obrigada.
Bem-vindos ao BrasilFest Virtual, Dance with Dora. Dora Oliveira, Dance with Dora's founder and creative director, is a master of her craft who has been performing, creating, and teaching Afro-Brazilian dance for over 30 years. A native of Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, Dora is a talented artist whose passion for dance and music inspired her to establish her own company. Her persona is vibrant and authentic, and her bold style allows her to teach her students with boundless energy. Dance with Dora brings the joy, strength, and the diversity of Brazilian culture to the Pacific Northwest through original productions, festivals, parties, workshops, and weekly classes. Vamos assistir agora Dance with Dora!
Ou de casa ou de fora, welcome to BrasilFest 2020. Here in Seattle, dancing with Dora. Hi, my name is Dora. I am Artistic Director of Dance with Dora. And today I'm here to teach you a little bit of a dance from Belém do Pará, called carimbó. Also, I am teach you and talk a little bit about the story about Belém do Pará. This is an instrument they call carimbó. The carimbó is a drum made with a hollow tree. So also the slaves, when they come to Brazil, they used to play the carimbó to doing batuque. It's a dance from Africa. They use this to dance carimbó. So carimbó is a very sensual dance, and it was developed on the 60s and 70s, and it was doing on the beach. The Ver o Peso. Ver o Peso is a big beach, but also is a market. It's an open market. It's the largest market in South America. And it's very stink because they sell everything. Fruit, fish, crab, everything sell in the street. And then also, this dance, we use a big colorful skirt. So the skirts, they give a nice swing and spinning around. And also the ladies use the skirt to just go over the hair of the guys. So like I said, it's a very sensual dance. On the top, they use some of the shoulders out because help with the movement of the shoulders. So the shoulders must be out and the movement come together with. They also use a headpiece with some flowers to adorn themselves. So carimbó is a very happy dance, very floating dance, very sensual dance. So today we're going to learn some of the steps of carimbó, and also we're going to show you a little bit some of the costume. Hello, it's me again. Let's try to dance the steps. So that's the skirt, and then if you have a long skirt at home and you want to work in practice with that, that's okay too. So this dance you use a lot of the balls of your feet. Okay, so that is one step. The turn is the same thing. So we're going to start it side to side, side to side. Make sure you look it and look it and look it and look. That's your hips. Your hips have to keep it moving while you do the step. That's your toes. Have to do the step and keep the toes out. Here we go. Side to side, side to side. Side to side, side to side. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. You got it? So let's do it one more time. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're here. We're going to face it in. That's my hips. Remember, it's a sexy dance. You're going to clap down. Take your skirt, shuffle up, down, and shuffle. Clap. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2. One more time from the beginning. You remember your skirts on your hands. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And clap, clap, shake it, shake. Clap, clap, shake your skirt. Shake your skirt. Shake your skirt. Good. Right now, hold the skirt and turn it around and around. Turning right, turning left. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put in music, and then we can dance together. Are you ready? Here we go. Here we go, the hips.
Agaça namoradeira, namoro malandro urubu. Eles passam a tarde inteira causando o maior rebu. Na doca do ver o peso no meio do pitiu.
Now the clap.
No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu. Eu fui cantar carimbó lá no ver o peso. Urubu sobrevoando, eu logo pude prever. Parece que vai chover, parece que vai chover.
Here we go.
Depois que
You
a chuva passar,
we
vou
go to the
cantar
next
carimbó pra você.
Alright, so we did the beginning. Side to side, side to side. We go clap it down, shake skirt, clap down, shake shirt. Remember, you're going to use your hips and your shoulders and your toes down, and we spinning. 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold your skirt on the side, and we're going to the opposite direction. Here, I'm tossing my skirt, I shake my hips, and then I'm going to the other side. I do the same thing. Now in between that, we're going to turn it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turning around, back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turning around again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turning around. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Turning around. We're going to do that from the beginning.
Agaça namoradeira, namoro malandro urubu. Eles passam a tarde inteira causando o maior rebu. Na doca do ver o peso no meio do pitiu.
Here we go.
No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
Turn.
Eu fui cantar carimbó lá no ver o peso. Urubu sobrevoando, eu logo pude prever. Parece que vai chover, parece que vai chover. Depois que a chuva passar, vou cantar carimbó pra você.
No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
One more.
No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
Urubu malandro.
Good. All right, very good. We're almost there. Next step. Remember your toes. And you're going to use your toes. Cross, uncross, cross, uncross, cross, uncross, cross, uncross. Now remember the other feet is still over here, right? You both your toes. The skirt. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. This step is you moving forward, all right? But you can stay in place too, it's okay. Here we go. T, te, Let's count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go down and shake it and shake it. Oh yeah, enjoy yourself when you shake. Use your skirt, right? So here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're gonna do in pose. And pose. And pose. From the beginning. Here we go. Smiling.
Agaça a namoradeira, namora o malandro urubu. Eles passam a tarde inteira causando o maior rebu. Na doca do ver o peso no meio do pitiu.
Here we go.
No meio do pitiu. No meio do pitiu. No meio do pitiu. No meio do pitiu. Eu fui cantar carimbó lá no ver o peso. Urubu sobrevoando, eu logo pude prever. Parece que vai chover, parece que vai chover. Depois que a chuva passar, vou cantar carimbó pra você.
No meio do pitiu, 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 no meio.
All right, now stop right here.
O urubu malandro foi passear lá no Marajó. Comeu de tudo, mas vivia numa tristeza só. O urubu lhe perguntou o que se passa. Tô com saudade da minha branca.
Oh yeah.
Ver o peso da saca.
Enjoy.
Lá eu sou popstar. No meio da malandragem. Fico bem na frente, nas entrevistas e na reportagem.
No meio do pitiu, 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 no meio do pitiu.
Very good. Shake it up. Shake your skirt. Shake it. We almost there. We almost there. Now, it's time to learn one more step. So we're turning around with the skirt, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and up. Let's do it again. And down, up, down, up, down, and up. So far, so good. Next step. I want you guys go around with your hands. And around one more time. Now I need you to turn big. And go again, around one more time. And we step and curve around. The last time, around, turn around. So again, you right step forward and you swing your arm over your head. There, the first one. Second one, over your head one more time. Third one, turn. All right, and then we switch your leg. 1, 2, and turn. If you can hold your skirt when you turn, even better. Let's do it. 1 and 2, skirts going. Turn around. Again, 1 and 2. Hold the skirt, turn around. Very good. Now we get back again to the same step. And then we repeat the whole, almost the whole sentence until the time to go bye-bye, which I will show in a minute. So I get inspired for this choreography based on the market, PTU, which is a stinky market like I mentioned before, and also because the lady who sang this song, they called Dona Onete. She was a teacher, and she wrote this song long time ago. But when she retired, and then she decided to publish this song. And this talking about a love between two birds, one black bird and one white bird, which was a subtle idea of the couples, blacks and white, getting together. And again, remember, these things have a Portuguese similarity because the hands, the turns, and also have the African roots. So it's both. Let's do it one more time. It started from the beginning. Now remember when we're doing the turn, right? No skirting there. No skirting there. Now try, if you use the skirt, to turn around. Step again, you go back and forward. Forward, back. Now turn with the skirt. Okay, let's try. From the beginning, one more time, and then we almost done. Shake it up.
Agaça namoradeira, namora o malandro urubu. Eles passam a tarde inteira causando o maior rebu. Na doca do ver o peso no meio do pitiu. No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
Turn.
Eu fui cantar carimbó lá no ver o peso. Urubu sobrevoando, eu logo pude prever. Parece que vai chover, parece que vai chover. Depois que a chuva passar, vou cantar carimbó pra você.
No meio do pitiu, 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 no meio do pitiu.
Urubu malandro foi passear lá no Marajó. Comeu de tudo, mas vivia numa tristeza só. Urubu lhe perguntou o que se passa. Tô com saudade da minha branca. O peso da sacanagem. Eu sou popstar no meio da malandragem. Fico bem na foto, nas entrevistas e na reportagem.
No meio do pitiu, 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 no meio do pitiu.
There we go. Around. Use your skirt. Use your shoulders. Down, up, down, up. Now your feet forward. Here we go.
Eu fui cantar carimbó.
Now turn.
Urubu sobrevoando, eu logo pude prever. Parece que vai chover, parece que vai chover. Depois que a chuva passar, vou cantar carimbó pra você.
No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
One more. Here we go.
No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
Urubu malandro, ele foi passear lá no Marajó.
You know the part?
Comeu de tudo, mas vivia numa tristeza só. Urubu lhe perguntou.
And we go down, remember?
There we go. Com saudade da minha branca, do ver o peso da sacanagem. Lá eu sou popstar, no meio da malandragem. Fico bem na foto, nas entrevistas e nas reportagens.
No meio do pitiu, 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 no meio.
All right, get ready for the ending.
Alô, pessoal da pedra, alô, os barqueiros.
Nice. One more. That's the last step. And we're going to do this. See my feet? Straight over there. Keep your nice shoulders open. Look over your shoulders. And then we're going to the other side. Look at the opposite direction. And again. And again. And we turn big. Now you gotta use your arms. Here we go. Here, there, turn. Now we go to the other side. This, there, turning. All right, so this step you will be opposite arms, right? This way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn on 5. Now we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn on 5. And then we're going to go bye-bye. We're going to turn around. Use your arms all the way up. All right? So this part is kind of feel like enjoy the whole area. So you're going to use your skirt as much as you can. You probably don't see me no more because we're going to leave it. All right? So let's try again from the beginning, and that will be the ending.
Agaça namoradeira, namoro malandro urubu. Eles passam a tarde inteira causando o maior rebu. Na doca do ver o peso no meio do pitiu. No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
Here we go, turn.
Eu fui cantar carimbó lá no ver o peso. Urubu sobrevoando, eu logo pude prever. Parece que vai chover, parece que vai chover. Depois que a chuva passar, vou cantar carimbó pra você.
No meio do pitiu, 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 no meio do pitiu.
Urubu malandro foi passear lá no Marajó. Comeu de tudo, mas vivia numa tristeza só. Urubu lhe perguntou: o que se passa, compadre? Tô com saudade da minha
Enjoy, né?
Tu ver o peso da sacanagem lá. Eu sou popstar no meio da malandragem. Fico bem na foto, nas entrevistas e na reportagem.
No meio do pitiu, 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 no meio do pitiu.
Go around. Use the skirt down and up.
Fui cantar carimbó lá no ver o peso. Urubu sobrevoando, eu logo pude prever. Parece que vai chover, parece que vai chover. Depois que a chuva passar, vou cantar carimbó pra você.
No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
Use the skirt.
No meio
Keep it turned.
no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
Let's go forward.
Urubu malandro, ele foi passear lá no Marajó. Comeu de tudo, mas vivia numa tristeza só. Urubu lhe perguntou: o que se passa, compadre? Tô com saudade da minha branca. Tu ver o peso da sacanagem, lá eu sou popstar no meio da malandragem. Fico bem na foto, nas entrevistas e nas reportagens.
No meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio
Make
do
it
pitiu,
different turn if you want to.
no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu, no meio do pitiu.
Alô, pessoal da
Let me go. Are you ready?
alô,
Down.
os barqueiros, todas as pessoas que trabalham com esse peixe maravilhoso do meu Pará, que tem esse nome tão bonito, dessa pedra do ver o peso, pitiu dos nossos peixes, da água doce.
No meio do pitiu.
They call carimbo. Thank you.
Wow, everybody's dancing with Dora Oliveira. I got a lot of texting here, and I saw a lot of people typing about how to dance no meio do pítio. It's now it's 2 p.m. here in Seattle. I don't know where you at right now, but I know people from Brazil is accessing São Paulo, Salvador, Goiás. That's I just heard. Vancouver, BC, Canadá, in United States, of course. Gente, agora são 2 horas da tarde aqui em Seattle, talvez 4 horas da tarde, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horas da tarde aí no Brasil, para vocês que estão no Brasil assistindo a gente. A gente está super, super feliz com esse BrasilFest virtual. Não esqueçam que no campo de comentários, aí está passando debaixo da janelinha de vocês também vão encontrar uns links para que vocês possam fazer qualquer doação para o BrasilFest. Durante a nossa programação também tem um códigozinho que aparece ali em cima. Se você estiver no seu celular, se você estiver no seu computador, na sua televisão, você pode usar o seu celular e também pegar esse código e fazer alguma doaçãozinha para a gente, que nós precisamos de mantermos o nosso festival, que é uma ONG, né? Nós somos um 501c3. Eu também gostaria de falar que esse ano, pela primeira vez, nós não teremos conosco Larry Olson, aquele voluntário incrível, com aquela voz maravilhosa. Ele faleceu há uns meses atrás e nós queremos dedicar também um minuto desse programa, dedicar esse programa também, boa parte do programa para ele. I just want to say thanks so much to everyone. It's 2 p.m. here in Seattle. It's hot, you know. Seattle is not only raining and cold place. We have an amazing sunshine, and thanks for everyone that it's watching our live right now. It's a BrasilFest live. We just want to say also remember the honor and give a part of this festival or this festival in memory of Larry Olson. Larry Olson was an amazing volunteer, MC, beautiful voice on the stage. You might remember if you have been in Seattle during BrasilFest. He passed away months ago, and we are missing Larry. So Larry, I just want to say your name here for your family and how important you are for our festival. As vozes dos jovens é extremamente importante para nós aqui no Brasil Center e no BrasilFest. Young people voices are extremely important to us at the Brazil Center and BrasilFest. Vadinho is another amazing director from BrasilFest. He joined us recently and has been supporting BrasilFest and Show Brazil and Brazil Center the best as he can. Vadinho will be introducing our next act. Vadinho, por favor, quem é que está vindo aí na próxima?
Bem-vindo ao Brasil Festival Virtual. That's my pleasure to introduce Cláudia and Débora. Cláudia was born in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, but now she lives in Seattle, Washington. She has a bachelor's degree in Library Science Information Technology, and she's pursuing a second bachelor's degree in Computer Science. Débora has a bachelor's degree in Linguistic Teaching, specialized in Portuguese as a second language from the University of the Brazilian, and a Master in Arts Education with a concentration in Urban Environment Education from Antioch University, Seattle. Vamos assistir agora Young People Panel. Our journey is across.
Hi everyone, I'm Claudia. I'm here with Deborah.
Hello.
We are here to share a little bit of our crossings and what brought we here. And come on, Deborah, introduce yourself.
Hello everyone. My name is Deborah, and I am the daughter of Sueli and Messias, the sister to Mateus, Ana Clara, Virginia, and so many, heart sisters. I am I am from Gama. I'm here very proud with my Gama shirt, that I got from, my brother. And I'm really happy to be here to have this conversation with you all today.
Good. I'm Claudia, and I'm from Rio de Janeiro. And I have a sister, is older than me, Livia. She's the reason I'm here in Seattle.
Thank you, Livia.
And daughter of Olga and Carlos Claudio, and I like that.
We are who we come from, right?
Yeah,
So that's important.
So the first question is what brought we're here. So since I started my college in Brazil, I thought that I could do an extension or a post-graduation outside the country, right? It's something that gives us a better curriculum, a better position in Brazil. And then my sister, she was living here back at the time, I think was for 7 years. And then she was always calling me, hey sis, come, I'm here, come. And then after I finished my first graduation in Brazil, I said, okay, I think I can make this dream to go to a different country to study a different language and then continue my education. And that's why. And I came in 2 years and a half right now, and studying computer and software development.
Okay.
And I don't know if I will stay in this field, but it's what I'm doing right now. But I won't leave the technology field. So, what brought you here?
Wow. I was asked that a lot of times, and every time I was trying to come up with a very magical answer, but it was curiosity. And at that time, I needed a change. I needed something that I was not getting where I was. And I love my city, I love my community, I love my family. But I felt that there was something that I needed to do that was not there. And I've always wanted to live in a place where English was spoken, because I had been studying English for a little while by that time. And so I had friends who did the au pair experience, the au pair exchange, and they said, Deborah, I think you're going to love it. It's, it really aligns with the person who you are. You're a people person. You like being around people. And so I was like, oh, that might be interesting. And that would be a chance for me to experience the culture. And, living with a family, you really learn, about that specific, the culture that family specifically, expresses, but also the larger, Seattle, Washingtonian and American culture. So so that's what brought me here, a need for change and curiosity.
Cool.
So I think we have that in common too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you told me about your life and your journey at school. Can you share a little bit and we talk about this? Yeah.
Sure. And since I think after I went to Universidade de Brasília and I studied letras, and we normally translate letras as linguistics or teaching, like language teaching, and I was already working with, teaching foreigners some Portuguese, and I was also teaching English to Brazilian people, and I was, looking for a next step in my career, and I thought, okay, if I go and live abroad, then I'll have that on my resume. I might, when I come back, I might be able to get a better position, or, and I wanted to study a master's somewhere else. For some reason, I really wanted to study a master's overseas. And when I came to be an au pair, I thought that would be just, for a little bit, and then I would move somewhere else.
Yeah.
But then I fell in love with this place. I fell in love with my community here. I fell in love with what I could become. And so I was like, okay, that's the place.
That's beautiful.
And after I moved here December 2014. And a year later, I was already looking for programs and applying for schools, and I was very fortunate to find this amazing program at Antioch University, Seattle.
Oh, interesting.
They are a liberal arts school, liberal arts and education, and they also have a master's in counseling. And they are very focused on social justice. And that was the only place that I would pay the same amount that another, like, it's the same price for everybody.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is different, right? Because normally if you're out of state, you pay more. So no, like at Antioch, it's like everybody pays the same. And sometimes it can be problematic because I had no money. I made it. I made it happen.
That is a problem.
People
for
believed
major
in me
Brazilians.
and they helped me. So I'm really thankful for all the people who made it happen. I acknowledge the privilege that, I have to have a community that was there for me.
And what was your program? What did you study there?
Yeah, so I started at first with a master's in education, which is a more general coursework. And, trying to, balance taking some classes and also working as an au pair, working, 40 hours or more, and taking these classes as my professional development in the au pair, so it was kind of tough. But then I decided to be a full-time student, and after traveling to Brazil to visit my family for an emergency, I came back to the States as a student. Yes, back in Brazil, I was able to get my student visa, and I was okay. That's what I'm gonna focus on. And I had amazing, generous friends, Camila and Justin Fogels. I love you guys, and Justin, Bruce, Ricardo, and everyone who lend me money to do and to go to school, because they like, no, we believe in you. You need that. And so, when I came back to the States, before going to Brazil, I met this new cohort that would be like some specialization within the education department of this school. And the specialization was called Urban Environmental Education, which is in education, but it would be very focused on social justice, urban spaces, and like nature. And I was like, I love this. That's my thing. And I love the people. I normally choose things based on how I feel around the people. And then when I entered that room, I saw, these beautiful colored people from all over the States. I was like, that's where I want to be.
That's nice.
And we were 18 people, 14 of us were Black or people of color.
Nice.
And so I think it was an experience that I would not have had otherwise. Maybe I would, I don't know. But that was amazing. And so that was my program for a year, a year and a half. And I'm really thankful for it. Tell me you about your experience.
So I mentioned you that I was doing my first graduation in Brazil, right? So my first graduation there was in library science. And we have another thing in common because, I was accepted to a federal university in Brazil for letras as well.
What?
But at the same time, I was accepted to library science. And when I saw the curriculum,
letras is the best.
The curriculum was more like, big. The opportunities to work inside of library science and link with anything was better than just the letras. Yes. So because I love to write, I love to sing, I love to write. And back that time I have some
like lyrics for songs.
Yeah, no, I do. But once when I was in high school, I got one of my poems and chronics published in Folha Dirigida, the newspaper in Brazil. And then I always have this good sense of writing everything, my feelings, everything that happened to me. I was writing down. But I choose library science. And then I focus in information technology and management. So, and then that was my first graduation. My first degree, yeah. So when I came as a visitor because my sister was living here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I came twice, and then she was showing me the schools around and picking the curriculum, which one is better, what the programs that I should do. And then I saw this curriculum in computer and software development, which I can link with my first graduation and give me in being in a company or in a position that I was thinking about for my future. So I did that, and I came, and in 2000 I came in 2000. I moved in 2018 on spring of 2018, and then I started my studies on winter 2019.
Okay.
So yeah, so let me share with you. That was not easy. My English was not. My English was. I think my listening was better, but my vocabulary was very
That's
low.
how we learn languages.
Yeah, right.
When you're like a baby, you listen first.
Yeah, and then I hope friends will understand what I'm gonna say right now. But in my first 3 months, people were talking to me, and I was just smiling. And when I was feeling how they were saying in English, like listening the sound of the words, and then I said, okay, they are saying something funny, so let me keep smiling. Or there's something serious, so then I said, oh yeah, I see. Yeah, but
I smiled a long time.
Yeah, or something like a treasure, or something like tragedy, or I'm so sorry, but I could not understand what they are saying. So that was my first challenge as being an immigrant in the U.S. So it's was very hard. But after 6 months, I was kind of okay. I understand that. Okay, now I can understand what the radio is saying. Oh, someone said, I got this. And then I started to notice my improvement. Exactly. Yes. So yeah, I'm still in college, studying computer and software development. I'm a sophomore right now.
Okay.
And then
so beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
And just to we both arrived. It was the same. I was feeling that way too, because when I studied English back home, I had the books all the time. I had the instruction. Yeah, it was very disorienting. When I moved here and people were talking to me, they would talk so fast, and I'm like, where are the subtitles?
Yeah, it's completely different. Yes, it is.
It was maybe 6 months until I felt confident. And taking care of kids, kids are hard to understand too.
It's hard, but we can learn a lot from them.
Yes. True. And I love my sunshines, Lizzie and Emma. If you're watching this, I love you so much. They taught me so much, and all these big words. Like Lizzie, since she was, 3, she had amazing vocabulary. Because my host parents, Katie and Pedro, I love you guys too. They read a lot to them, and so they, have these big words, and they both taught me so much. And yeah.
And I can see when you speak that your English is very good. It's it's clean. How they say it's clean. It's American. That last accent. How you get at this point?
I think it's just the time and maybe listening and speaking and trying to mimicking people. So. But I like having my accent. I love when people say, "Oh,
you're Brazilian, right?"
Let me rephrase. I think I love when people respectfully appreciate that. Yes, you're Brazilian. You're here. You're learning. I don't like when people are like, "Ooh, I felt an accent over there. I heard an accent. Where are you from?" Because that takes away from that relationship because they are just sometimes when that happens they are just interested in interrogating me versus you're cool, let's be friends, or let me get to know what do you love, what do you want to do in life, because sometimes when the accent conversation starts, people are trying to put you in a box.
Yeah, that's right. I have a good example for that, but in a good way. I was in my favorite coffee shop. Can I say the name? No.
No, you can't.
No, it's secret, but you can see. Never mind. So I was in my favorite coffee shop in Bellevue. It's a bakery over there, and then I was asking for my coffee, right? And then she said, "Oh, she didn't say about any accent or the way, if I spoke in a wrong way. She just said, 'Are you Brazilian?'" And I said, "I am." And I'm like, "Oh, good! I have a friend that is Brazilian, and I noticed your accent." So she was trying to teach me Portuguese, and then oh, that's cool. And then it was completely different approach when you say about the accent directly in the way that person can feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, and that's so interesting because I think it's reminding me of some situations that I've been in that I'm like, nobody should go through this.
Yeah.
And I was taking the bus to school, and this person started talking with me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a male. I present a man. Male is weird to say male. I don't know why. But yeah, it was like
That's a guy.
A guy, like a man presenting person, and he started a conversation with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I just felt, okay, I'm gonna continue the conversation. I'm a polite person.
Mm-hmm.
And after, he asked me some questions. He said, "Oh, I noticed your accent. Where are you from?" And I was like, "I'm from Brazil." The second question was, "What's your visa status?"
Oh no! No!
That was just like, you don't belong here. Why are you here? And I'm like, at that moment, I just froze,
Mm-hmm.
and I gave him the answers that did not belong to him.
Exactly.
And then after I said, no, I'm going to school, and my husband is American, so I'm in the process of, I don't even know why I gave him so much.
Yeah.
And I give a prize if you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
I understand.
And so
yeah.
that was after he finished interviewing me in the bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, "Oh, okay, have a nice day," and he left.
Yeah.
And I just noticed that was
What's the
problematic.
purpose?
I just noticed that was problematic because there was another person who looked like me, who was by me, and looked with a face
like,
what's
going on?
Just happened? What was that? And so that's when I started to encounter these kinds of like little discriminations here and there,
Yeah,
and that for sure posed a little bit of they were challenges at first, for sure.
I related. I went through same situations and more than once, more than twice actually, and was not nice. And I got frozen in the first time, and then I talked to my sister. My sister said, "Hey, no, they cannot ask you that, and it's personal issues. You're here, and that's okay. And you know what you're doing, and this is it, right?" And talk about uncomfortable. Let's share about being in school, right? And I am Black. You were Black.
Yeah.
Did you face any of challenges? Any type of challenges being a Black woman and Brazilian inside the school?
I would say that, again, I consider myself very blessed to have found, to be in that space with those people. In that space, we were majority, and our professors looked like us. So we had Black professors, we had us, and so I think I can't pinpoint a situation right now in my mind but for sure there was, and we had community agreements, and we were learning and unlearning things together. So for sure there were problematic. Oh yes, I do remember some of the situations.
I'm sorry.
No,
if,
it's so good.
If it's gonna make you feel uncomfortable, you don't need to share. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I love sharing. I'm an open book. Who knows me knows that. So, we had a class that we needed to talk about experiences from our middle school, and middle school, like sexta série, quinta série, sometimes it's like a very hard period in your life. You're like, I'm not a child anymore, I'm not an adult, what am I? And so some of my friends were sharing very personal stories, and we had agreed that we would hold space. If you shared something that was very profound and you needed to cry, do you need some time? Okay. I saw when the thing fell.
Yeah, right?
It's right there.
Can you cut that?
Oh, we both have different
okay.
That was meant to be synchronicity. Let's do it. And so the agreement was, if someone is sharing something vulnerable, we gotta stop. Let the person cry if that needs to happen, and then we continue. What happened is, one of my friends shared something very traumatic that happened to her, and we noticed that she was trying to hold back the cry because people were already trying to talk about another subject. And there was a moment that I felt, why are we in a hurry? Like, this is supposed to be deep and profound, and we're holding space for one another. And since I was in a group with mostly Black people, we needed that healing space, and we needed not to be rushed. We did not need to be nowhere, I think what we had to learn at that moment, we were learning already. Just being together and learning from each other's stories. And so I also, shared some of my difficulties, and at that time, my brother was going through a cancer treatment, and it was hard. It was hard to balance school, trying to make ends meet because I did not have extra money for almost anything, and being on the phone all the time just to make sure he was okay and being connected with him through that.
I see. Yeah, I have, in my experience, I would say just one situation that I really felt, and that situation was just, how we say that, it is a
trigger. No, a trigger.
Trigger, yeah, that is the word. A trigger for starting a counselor therapy. That was at school. I was with my friend. This friend is also Brazilian, but she's white, and we are studying together. We were sharing the same computer because my computer at the time was not working properly because software development, right? We have some heavy programs to run. And then we are studying together, and then at this class, she went to take ask some questions for the professor. And then I was with her, because we are kind of, okay, I'm gonna do this in my homework, you're gonna do that, so we have different homework, right? Because coding, you have to do your own, right? And then and then after the questions answered, the professor just went in my direction and said, okay, now it's your turn, you have to do yours. And we didn't mention anything. Okay, and after this, when we submit the homework, and he comment in my homework saying that I copy my friend's homework, and that was not nice. And I felt, what? No, that was not happened. And then I wrote down everything what happened. I was willing to share with him my technical issues. And then I wrote down everything with the dates when we are studying together and everything to explain to him, because that is serious, right? When someone say that you were doing plagiarism. And said, okay. And I tried to talk to him, but he could not listen. And he asked me.
That happened.
Yeah, me too. The two worst parts were that when he asked me why you were doing computer and science program if you don't have a computer. And after that, and he told me, if your next homework have something similar to your friends, I will give you 0, and then you're gonna earn a walk to the dean's office.
Whoa.
That was not nice.
I was holding
I mean,
my.
you're being quite nice to say that. It's not nice. There's other words for that.
Because I went to therapy right now, and at that time, and then right now I can talk without any bad feelings inside of me, because
you're like processing it.
Exactly, but was not nice. And then at the point I was trying to hold my cry, and then all that things that when we in the situation, we know it's hard, right? And my mind said, okay, how can I use my English that I'm not 100% confident to explain to him that he's misunderstanding everything. And then that was what was something like I hope that nobody go through this. And then I had opportunity to just report him, but I could not do it because at the same time that I went through this process, I was thinking in my mind, okay, maybe did I call her?
And you start believing it. No.
Yeah, and then I said, oh no, maybe did I? Or so I until now I didn't report him because I don't know. I'm still processing this part, but yeah. So that's one of the challenges that we were talking before, and then I want to share with you, because when you were at home in Brazil, we went through so many different things, but we are there. It's our home, right? We know how to respond. We know how how our poster will be. We can go to our parents. We go to our family. We can do whatever we have to do to solve that problem, because we are home. We are in our country. But when you are in a completely different place, with a different culture and people that look at you and they don't like you because you just like different. I was using my hair like out, my black power, and it's hard. It's like, come on, this really happened. I'm here. I'm paying school, and then it's hard. So I hope you don't went through any of this situation. Did you?
I've been through some situations that I felt that they were hurtful, but I did not understand. I didn't know how to explain why. And going through my grad school program with those amazing people, we read so many things that made me learn the vocabulary to explain why that was problematic. And on the top of my mind, of my head right now, I'm not gonna pinpoint one thing, but I've had challenges with people always thinking that, but when are you gonna go home? I was like, well, I have a home there, and I have a home here too, and I am my home. So wherever I am at home, because I surround myself from community, and I contribute with the place where I am. Therefore, that's my home. And it is tiring to be black, period. It is tiring sometimes to be a woman. It's tiring to be an immigrant, but I'm hella thankful for being all the complexities, all the identities, because I feel that that makes life being so interesting and much better to live. I don't know. I think I bring with me, all my ancestors who fought for me to be here. And when I enjoy life, when I go into the beautiful ocean and swim, they are doing that too. I'm doing that for them, for folks who I'm living this through.
Okay, we almost in the end of our conversation, so let's talk
positive things. Time flies. We're having fun.
Yeah.
Can you? Meeting you.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, yes,
so let's talk positive things.
For this COVID to calm down so that we can hug. It was very weird downstairs, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm still in college. You're done with your studies. Something that you can give to me as an advice, and others that who are watching us.
So I didn't used to believe that. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I believed. I think relationships create magic and create possibilities and create opportunities and create change. That's why we are really focusing on the relationships right here. What I want to say with that, networking. So while you're in school, talk with people. Talk with people about what you care about, what you're passionate about, what things you want to do in life.
Connect.
Because what we need in this world, I don't remember who said that, so I'm quoting someone. That's not Deborah. But someone said this like very beautiful phrase, that sentence, quote, that goes like, what the world needs are people who come alive. Because we have a lot of sleepwalkers.
Yeah,
everybody on
that's
their phones.
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
acting automatically. We need people who are alive.
Yeah.
Because once you're alive, you bring more people alive.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't need to gossip. You don't need anything else. But you're good. You're good.
Yeah. So network and
Networking,
connections are the words.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of this group, this amazing group that I went to grad school with, when I finished grad school, I had a job.
Look at that. Yeah.
And while I was in grad school, I'm from Brasilia, and Gama is in Brasilia. I promised myself I would never work for the government, and where my internship was, City of Seattle.
Okay.
My internship was at the Department of Neighborhoods, which was an amazing experience. And after that, I started working in an outdoor preschool, using my
nice.
nanny and au pair experience with in education too, because I'm an educator. And after that, one of my friends from grad school connected me with the fellowship with, can I say the name of the organization? RVC Seattle. And so I'm in this fellowship where I'm receiving a lot of care, a lot of love, a lot of good training, and
Nice.
it's just building me as a leader.
Yeah.
And not a leader as I'm going to be a solo leader. No, I'm a leader and I'm bringing my people because everybody's a leader. You know, I believe in shared leadership.
Yeah. That is nice. Very cool. Yeah. What else we can share? Positive things so we can close.
Tell me you, like what brings you joy?
Wow.
What brings you alive?
Come on. Friend, Ismail is my best friend. And I love sun, I love being
She's so
nature,
cute,
I love
you
being
guys.
connection, love people, and here right now with you, girl. It's very
Gotta
good.
find
It's very
you.
good. So yeah, I love being here with you, and yeah, I hope with this conversation we can inspire some Brazilians and give a message to Americans and everybody who are watching us that it's okay.
Yeah, and I also would like to plug
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
going to school, formal school, might not be for everybody. You know, the person who fixes my car, Adriano, he's the genius. He's a doctor, and his family was like, you need to go to the school to be a doctor. And he was like, but I like to be in the auto shop. He is the best. And he became the best at that thing that he loved so much. So what we need is like people who find what they love to do the most, and that's their contribution to the world. School is not for everybody, and sometimes, especially here in America, education might not be accessible for everyone because it is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not even from here and I have student loans. So, but yeah, there are
But
other
it's
ways.
investments that we should invest in ourselves, right? And even for Adriano, if his calling is not at school, but he's learning, he's educating himself in another institution, right? So yeah.
Yeah, learning from people, and yes, so.
Okay, so we complete the agenda. It's okay. Thank you guys. Claudia from Rio.
Deborah from Gama in Brazil.
Yeah, this
I'll
is
give you that.
BrasilFest, great organization, a great community for Brazilians here. Thank you for the invitation for us to be here. I'm so honored to share this a little bit of my story with you.
So am I.
And yeah, thank
Débora, thanks for putting us together. This girl, amazing. And yeah, this was the Young People panel, our crossings, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. Bye.
Wow, that was amazing conversation. And then talking about young people, I also want to thank so much for Duda Almeida and Augusto Rodrigues, the both young men that work hard with all the visual aspects and helping the marketing for Brazil Fest. Thanks so much. It's so important to have young people around. And talking about young people, our next segment is a taking care by a new nonprofit organization in the United States. It's I Build Bridges Foundation. I Build Bridges Foundation, it's so important to also give a voice for young people, not only young people, for everywhere, but a very specific program to give a voice to young people through music. E estamos aqui também agradecendo a dois jovens rapazes, o Duda Almeida e o Augusto Rodrigues, que auxiliaram bastante a gente nessa parte de divulgação, nessa parte virtual, e que o BrasilFest não teria sido grande dessa forma sem o apoio de muitas pessoas, especificamente também deles. E estamos apresentando uma nova organização, I Build Bridges Foundation. É uma nova ONG daqui dos Estados Unidos e que ela vai tomar conta através dessa segunda parte, da próxima atração do nosso programa. I Build this Foundation is very important for this, and we'd like to invite right now, have the honor to invite the I Build Foundation co-founder and executive producer announcing the next act. Gary Winnett, who is the next?
Bem-vindos ao BrasilFest Virtual. The heart and soul of the Brazilian culture is in high energy performance. Internationally recognized and respected, Show Brasil is well known throughout the Pacific Northwest and has delighted audiences across the United States, Brazil, and Canada for over 20 years. Show Brasil's band leader and musical director, Eduardo Mendonça, is a native of Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. He traces his lineage to a royal African family bearing the hereditary title of Mamapica, prophet of the royal court. Eduardo is also the musical director for the I Build Bridges Foundation. Over the course of his remarkable career, Eduardo Mendonça has had the honor to perform for Pope John Paul II, Nelson Mandela, and the Dalai Lama. And he was featured in a Paul Simon documentary video called Born at the Right Time in 1991. Eduardo has also had the exciting opportunity to perform live with some of Brazil's foremost musicians, Geraldo Azevedo, Guilherme Arantes, Jorge Benjor, Alcione, as well as opening the show for Ana Carolina. Vamos assistir agora. Show Brasil.
This is the news. A novidade by Gilberto Gil, amazing Brazilian composer, performer. He just turned 8 years old, and the whole Brazil is celebrating him. Even Stevie Wonder. Why not? Show Brasil and BrasilFest also say, thanks so much, Gilberto Gil. A novidade is for all of us. We are in very difficult times. And we'll go through together with music, with love. Yes!
A novidade veio da na praia, na qualidade rara de sereia. Metade o busto de uma deusa maia, metade um gramo rabo de baleia. A novidade era o máximo, o paradoxo estendido na areia. Alguns a desejar seus beijos de deusa, outros a desejar seu rabo pra ceia. Ó mundo tão desigual, oh, tudo é tão desigual, oh, oh, oh. Ah. De um lado esse carnaval, do outro a fome total, oh, 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 oh. E a novidade que seria um sonho, o milagre risonho da sereia, virava um pesadelo tão medonho. Ali naquela praia, ali na areia, a novidade era a guerra entre o feliz poeta e o esfomeado, estraçalhando uma sereia bonita, espedaçando o sonho pra cada lado. Ó mundo tão desigual, oh, tudo é tão desigual, oh, 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 oh. Ah. De um lado esse carnaval, oh, do outro a fome total, oh, 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 oh. You know what? I don't like to sing along. I like you singing along. So every time I go and line like this, here you go. One of you guys. First time up, second time down. You guys. Let me once again with you. Here you go. Yeah. One more time. Here you go. Because BrasilFest is virtual this year, wherever you are, maybe you're in your living room right now, maybe in the kitchen, who knows where you are right now. The most important is, let's sing together. If you wanna dance, you can move your furniture around to make a space, because reggae music, here you go. Let's try again. Oh yeah. quando a menina gritou, hey! Quando a tabaque tocou, ouvi o som de Salvador, dancei colodo no pelo Bahia. Quando a menina gritou, hey! Quando a tabaque tocou, ouvi o som de Salvador, dancei colodo no pelo Bahia. Nem o frio congelou a emoção, só um trio mexe mais o coração, alegria. Nem o frio congelou a emoção, só um trio mexe mais o coração, alegria. Até esse nível dançou com elevador Lacerda, com samba reggae, hip hop, samba reggae aqui. I saw the space needle dancing with the Lacerda elevator, the samba reggae, hip hop, samba reggae here. Le 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 oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. Le 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 oh. La 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 la. La 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 la. When that girl say hello, when I play let go, I hear Santo Salvador, I hear Olodum Apelo, Bahia. When that girl say hello, hey, when I play let go, I hear Santo Salvador, Olodum Apelo, Bahia. Not even the cold can change my emotion, even puts my body emotion so happy. Not even the cold can change my emotion, even puts my body emotion so happy. I saw the space needle dancing with the Lacerda elevator, the samba reggae, hip hop, samba reggae here. I saw the space needle dancing with the Lacerda elevator, the samba reggae, hip hop, samba reggae here. Le 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 oh, la 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 la, la 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 la. Le 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 oh, la 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 la, la 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 la. Bracatapum, le 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 oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, le 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 oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, le 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 oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, le 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 oh. La 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 la, la 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 la. Quando a menina gritou, hey! Tristeza, por favor, vá embora. Minha alma que chora está vendo meu fim. Fez do meu coração a sua moradia. Já é demais o meu penar. Quero voltar àquela vida de alegria. Quero de novo cantar. Tristeza, por favor, vá embora. Minha alma que chora está vendo meu fim. Fez do meu coração a sua moradia. Já é demais o meu penar. Quero voltar àquela vida de alegria. Quero de novo cantar. La la ya la, la ya la ya la ya la, la ya la ya la ya la. Quero de novo cantar. La la ya la, la ya la ya la ya la, la ya la ya la ya la. Quero de novo cantar. Canta comigo, vamos lá. La la ya la, la ya la ya la ya la, la ya la ya la ya la. Quero de novo cantar. Sing along. La la ya la, la ya la ya la ya la, la ya la ya la ya la. Quero de novo. I just want to say thank you so much, City of Seattle, Seattle Center, Macau Hall, Brazil Center. Thank you so much. Mahalo, arigato, rasca, gracias, namaste. This band here is awesome, right? I'll introduce everyone. From Liberdade, São Paulo, Brazil, playing alto sax. Put your hands together, wherever you are. To Dr. Maracujá. In the trombone, away from Rio Grande do Sul, the best barbecue maker, Brazilian barbecue maker in the world. Right here, with us, play trombone, Ted Bourne. From Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the best samba batucada player from Rio, Scott Catron. From São Paulo, Brazil, the best caipirinha maker in the entire world, in the bass, with the Show Brazil for almost 150 years. Put our hands together for David Pascal. From Seattle, the Seattle Light, with a very light Brazilian accent, myself, Eduardo Mendonça. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Seattle is so proud to have nourished and supported Seattle Center Festal over 23 years. As a civic cultural series, Festal is unique in the world, bringing together organizations from diverse cultural communities to share their arts, heritage, and creative contributions with Seattle residents and visitors alike. The festivals provide a space for cultural communities to bring their own people together and a place to share their stories with the greater community. These cultural celebrations are especially important during these challenging times. The shared experiences they offer integrate us all during this period of isolation. They ground our greater community in the history and heritage of these distinct cultures, yet they also demonstrate our commonalities, and they give us hope. Many of the communities represented in Festal series are disproportionately affected by this pandemic. Through hate crimes, struggling small businesses, and higher risk factors affecting the communities most impacted by systemic oppressions, I wish the artists, volunteers, vendors, and communities who bring Seattle Center Festal to the greater community the best as they venture into the virtual world. And I look forward to the day we can all gather again together to celebrate the diverse and dynamic cultures who contribute in so many ways to the vitality and economy of our great city. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you so much, Mayor Jenny Durkan, the mayor of the city of Seattle, for your work and making and keeping and supporting the virtual festivals at the Seattle Center. Thanks so much, Seattle Center and City of Seattle crew. It's an amazing team, has been working also very hard with all of us, with all Festal festivals in order to deliver something in this new normal. Thanks so much for you here in the United States. I do have a lot of people follow us and watching us from Canada. Is 3 p.m. here in Seattle. I'm doing live here right now, and we also have people from Brazil, Caetano Barata, in Fatima, and many others here from the United States as well. We are broadcast from many different platforms, so I see how many people is watching our BrasilFest Virtual. Muito obrigado, gente. Obrigado à prefeita de Seattle, Jenny Durkan, pelo seu apoio incondicional a esse novo normal, fazendo com que os festivais como o BrasilFest possam estar presentes ainda. Muitos grupos tiveram que reduzir o seu número de participantes para adequar regras de distância social durante as gravações. Mesmo assim, fizeram todo o possível que suas participações no BrasilFest Virtual estivessem aqui. Many groups have had to reduce their numbers of participants to adapt the rules of social distance during their recordings. But even so, they made their participation in BrasilFest Virtual possible. Nadine, quem é que nós temos em seguida? Nadine, please bring us our next set.
Bem-vindos ao BrasilFest Virtual. Up next we have Tambor y Cordas with drummer King Dre and guitarist Doug Jones, who have been playing together for over 7 years. They always gravitate towards a variety of world music, but always with a Brazilian focus and bass. Vamos a sentir agora Tambor y Cordas.
Happy BrasilFest, everybody. We hope everybody's being safe in the pandemic. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be here. We are Tambor y Cordas, I'm King Dre, and this is Doug Jones, my bandmate, and we're going to be playing some of your favorite Brazilian tunes. First and foremost, we'd like to thank Eduardo and his beautiful staff for having us back again. This is like our 5th year. It's always a pleasure and an honor to be here. So on that note, we're going to keep it going. Thank you very much. God bless.
Quando olhei a terra ardendo, how beautiful is to hear Asa Branca. That's one of the most well-known Brazilian music. And we are not be seen only from Brazil, from Canada and the United States. I just got here a message that people from Switzerland, Italy, also is watching the BrasilFest right now. Obrigado, gente. Tem gente da Suíça, gente da Itália e sem falar, né, daqui dos Estados Unidos, do Brasil e do Canadá, assistindo o nosso live agora. Agora são 3h27 no horário daqui de Seattle e nós não vamos acabar agora, porque nós ainda temos mais um ato. Nós temos o nosso último ato, e que é muito, muito, muito bem-vindo, como todos os outros, mas principalmente porque eles vieram de fora, vieram de um outro país, e sempre estão vindo aqui nos Estados Unidos para nos juntar-se a nós. So it's about like 3:28, but we are not done yet, because we still have one act. They are a Brazilian community from another country that always join BrasilFest live, and they not stayed behind to do not participate for BrasilFest Virtual. They say, yes, we're gonna do it, and they did it. BrasilFest quebra fronteiras, unindo as nossas comunidades brasileiras nos Estados Unidos e Canadá. O próximo grupo que finaliza o nosso BrasilFest Virtual vem de Vancouver, BC. BrasilFest breaks borders, uniting our Brazilian communities in the United States and Canada. The next group will be closing our virtual festival. They are coming from Vancouver, BC. Lindsay, could you please bring us the next and final act, please?
Bem-vindos ao BrasilFest Virtual, Brazilian Swag. Brazilian Swag is a dance group composed of girls that came together and decided to share their passion for dance with the community, bringing their culture, performing Brazilian rhythms and dances. These girls became Zumba instructors, but each of them also brings a historical background in the dance field and other activities like capoeira. You can check this mix in their performance with Abalaê Capoeira, bringing the roots of Brazil with love and passion. Vamos assistir agora Brazilian Swag.
Welcome to BrasilFest Seattle! Sejam bem-vindos ao BrasilFest Seattle! The best festival of the year! Woo! O melhor festival do ano! Woo!
Com vocês, Brazilian Swag! Follow us on Instagram and Facebook!
Madeira em Olinda. Nos 4 cantos cheguei, todo mundo chegou, descendo ladeira, fazendo poeira sem calor. Nos 4 cantos cheguei, todo mundo chegou, descendo ladeira, fazendo poeira sem calor. E na mistura colorida da massa, fui bater na praça a todo vapor. Me descambei, passando pelos bares, gerei a menina e voei pelos ares. No pique do frevo, caí como um raio. Me segura senão eu caio, me segura senão eu caio, me segura senão eu caio, me segura senão eu caio. Me segura, moçada, tô dentro. Nos 4 cantos cheguei, todo mundo chegou, descendo ladeira, fazendo poeira sem calor. Nos 4 cantos cheguei, todo mundo chegou, descendo ladeira, fazendo poeira sem calor. E na mistura colorida da massa, fui bater na praça a todo vapor. Me descambei, passando pelos bares, tirei a menina e voei pelos ares. No pique do frevo, caí como um raio. Me segura senão eu caio, me segura senão eu caio, me segura senão eu caio, me segura senão eu caio. Me segura aí, me segura aí.
Não, deixa rolar tudo. Não, vamos rolar todo o Brasil e Swag. Deixa rolar todo o Brasil e Swag. Já?
Tá falando.
Mas não vai até o final. Cadê o final?
Tá passando ainda.
Eu sei, mas não. Opa, e aí vocês viram o Brazilian Swag. Eu tive a impressão que foi um pouco mais curto, eu estava esperando que eles tocassem um pouco mais, não? Mas valeu, e o Brazilian Swag foi esse grupo que acabou de se apresentar aqui, o nosso grupo aqui do broadcast, aí, João, você ainda tem mais algum pedaço do Brazilian Swag? Eu tenho a impressão que a gente ainda tinha mais um pouco deles, tínhamos uma média de... Passaram os 18 minutos já? Não, eles têm 18 minutos. Então a gente vai fazer o seguinte, o Brazilian Swag, assim que a gente terminar, a gente vai passar mais um pouco do Brazilian Swag, deve ter sido talvez algum problema de transmissão, que elas tinham um vídeo em torno de 20 e poucos minutos, mas a gente passa isso para vocês ainda, são 26,17 minutos. Para todos vocês. E então a gente volta daqui a pouquinho, a gente vai terminar, mas a gente volta daqui a pouquinho, daqui a mais ou menos uns 20 minutos, e passa a live apenas o Brazilian Swag, para fechar oficialmente a nossa live. São tempos difíceis, temos que ter muita coragem para enfrentarmos esta pandemia e continuarmos as nossas vidas em um novo normal. Obrigado a todos vocês pela coragem e o apoio, por termos feito o nosso BrasilFest Virtual este ano. E que no ano que vem, que possamos estar juntos novamente, virtualmente ou não. Hard times. We must have courage to face this pandemic and continue our lives in the new normal. Your courage and support made our BrasilFest Virtual this year come true. Next year, we will be together again, virtually or not. Obrigado. Gracias. Thank you.
Hoje terra vai tremer, hoje terra vai tremer. Vulcão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. Vulcão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. Hoje terra vai tremer. Hoje terra vai tremer. O cão da Bahia é tambor de leaê. O cão da Bahia é tambor de leaê. Eu sou filho de preto brasileiro. Eu sou filho de preto brasileiro. Eu sou filho de preto brasileiro. Terra vai tremer. Hoje terra vai tremer. O cão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. O cão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. Hoje terra vai tremer. Hoje terra vai tremer. O cão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. O cão da Bahia, tambor de leaê. Onda tora na pedra, pedra não segura mar. E segura mar é lua no agrado pra Iemanjá. Liberdade é um bairro que a alma quer visitar. Abre a boca e limpe os pés na pisa que for levar.